Hey guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you are all doing very well. So, changing things up a little bit today and going with a Predator figure to share with you instead of the usual Star Wars figures. And as you can see here, this is the Predator 2 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator figure. I pre-ordered this a while ago, along with. So this guy was, I'm sure you remember if you've seen Predator 2. Right at the end of the movie, there's a hole in the ship where the final fight occurs. There's a whole bunch of predators that come out of the mist right at the end of the movie, and this guy was one of those. They're known as the Lost Tribe or the LA Hunting Party, and I believe aside from the City Hunter, there was another 9 of these predators that made up that group. And Neca is, I think they've, I don't know if they've released all of these previously or most of them, but they're re-releasing these figures to, well, they've redone them in Ultimate Edition form to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Predator 2. So this guy is one of that group of predators. I also have the Guardian, Stalker, and Scout predators on pre-order. So why this guy turned up and the others haven't, I don't know. But looking forward to collecting the whole of the tribe. But before I unbox this guy, I have received some other NECA figures recently. As you can see here, this is, well, it's meant to be Ripley from Alien, the original Alien movie, part of the 40th anniversary line, but not a great head sculpt. This is Parker, also obviously from Alien 40th anniversary line. I have obviously unboxed these figures previously and recorded videos. I just haven't got around to editing them. And then we have Brett as well, and pretty cool looking figure for what it is. So I will try and get around to editing those videos and getting them up soon. And the big chap himself, the original Xenomorph. Again, the 40th anniversary Ultimate Edition looks fantastic. And then last up, I received this. What do you call this? Is this the flight suit engineer figure or something like that? I can't remember. From Prometheus. I can't remember if I videoed this. I don't think I did. So let's give you a quick look at him now. I've been wanting to get one of these guys for a long time, and I was able to pick one up a few months ago. So that was really cool. All right, onto the Armored Lost Predator, and Neca. I gotta say, Neca really does a fantastic job with these Ultimate Edition, the packaging for these figures. It is top notch. A nice image of the character on the front there. It's a drawing. There's the top of the box. On the side there, as you can see, Predator 2 30th anniversary, and this is number 1 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator. And on the back there is the bottom, bunch of credits and that sort of thing. I like how Neca does that, crediting the design team. And then on the back there is a description of the character and a list of all the other members of the Lost Tribe or the LA Hunting Party. A few images of the actual figure itself, and then down the bottom it tells you that the one of the replacement heads has an LED light up eye feature. Yeah, and this is what I love about these Ultimate Editions. The what do you call it? A window box, the folding lid on the front. Really nice image of the actual figure on the inside there, and then there is the figure with the accessories in the tray. Alrighty, so I shall remove this guy from his plastic and cardboard prison. So, first up we have some instructions on how to get the LED Predator head working, and then there's a cardboard insert that sits behind the plastic tray, and that looks pretty cool actually. It looks like the interior walls of the Predator ship, and I'm sure you could use that as a diorama display piece if you wanted. Alright, there is all the figure and the bits and pieces in the tray. I think it would be easier to remove these off camera and then give you a closer look after that. Let's start off taking a look at the accessories that come with the Armored Lost Predator, and he does come with 3 swap out hands. So the hands that come on the figure are sort of open splayed hands, and then as you can see there, hopefully you get a number of different gripping style hands and one hand that's not quite as open as the other hands. So they look pretty nice. One of the weapons that he comes with is a futuristic Predator style Shuriken, I guess you could call it. And for the size of that, the detail is pretty damn good there. And he comes with this sword, and I don't know exactly what it's called. It looks like almost like a vibro blade from the Star Wars universe with that red edge along it. So I probably should have looked up to find out exactly what that is called beforehand, but I did not. If you know what it's called, let me know in the comments down below. And one of the swap out heads is this thing. A face that only a mother could love. But that is really nice, really nice. The open screaming mouth looks fantastic. Paint apps look amazing. And he also comes with a helmeted head, and that looks brilliant. Now it does come with a feature that I mentioned earlier, an LED light feature, and as you can see there was a plastic tab that fit in there to protect the batteries, which I have already removed. You can remove that panel from the top of the head, and that's where the batteries go. 2 little, I don't know what type of batteries they are, but they are tiny. And then there is a switch built into the design of the helmet that lights up his eyes, and how cool is that? That looks amazing, I think. Absolutely amazing feature. I love it. And like I said, the design of the helmet is crazy. I think Hasbro, Neca came up with that design on their own, and I'll get into that a little bit later on. So that is a really, look at that. How cool is that? A really cool swap out head, and with a great feature. Alright, the figure himself. And this thing looks amazing. It really does. Neca are the best when it comes to this sort of scale. There's a comparison of 2 unmasked heads. Yeah, Neca are the best when it comes to this scale of figures. You know, the 7 or 8 inch scale of figures, and I think they've outdone themselves with this one. The detail in the sculpt, the armor, the paint. It's got a scabbard for the sword on the back there. Yeah, they have absolutely knocked it out of the park, I think. Trying to give you a look at a bit of the detail of the armor underneath there. There's so much going on. It's and look at the paint on that sort of metallic blue on top of the metallic grey or silver. It's brilliant. So I think my understanding is that you only very briefly see this guy at the end of the movie, at the end of Predator 2, and he's not armored up quite like this, but he does have more futuristic looking armor compared to the other Predators. So Neca has obviously been given the license to uh, sort of expand on the armor design, and I think it looks fantastic. You can just the way they've done the shoulder armor there as well. It's sort of floating type shoulder armor, so you can get good range of motion. I'm not going to go through all the articulation, but and the plasma cannon. I'm pretty sure in the movie the guy he's not wearing a plasma cannon, and this is Neca's design, and that looks amazing. I think that's the most detailed, at least in the Predator figures that I own. That's the most easily the most detailed plasma cannon backpack type thing. That looks brilliant, and you can fold out the actual cannon tip there, and then there's a bit of articulation at the base of the cannon and where it fits into the backpack, and that looks brilliant. It really does. Whoops, sorry about that. And then you can just tuck it back in there if you want as well. And here's just a very quick look at the figure with his masked head in place, and I think that looks so cool. It is absolutely amazing. I love it. Like I said, even though we don't see the helmet in the movie or anything like that, I love what Neca have come up with here. It looks fantastic. Alright guys, there you have it. The Neca Predator 2 Ultimate Armored Lost Predator figure. I think it is a really great figure. There is a lot of reuse from the Ultimate City Hunter figure, but that doesn't really matter to me. I think the additional futuristic armor that they've added and the different paint apps and all that sort of stuff make this a really great figure, and one to definitely add to the collection, especially if you want to collect the whole of the LA hunting party. So yeah, definitely if you get a chance, pick this guy up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this figure in the comments down below, and give this video a thumbs up and a like. I guess that's the same thing. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Want some candy?